want, but I'm assuming this might be the Mage Bane TDL game.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. I guess yeah. If you don't go one of those here, then Mint picks up one of them, then they might ban one of the other one. So, but do you really need either one? Obviously, so yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of decision to happen here for complexity for sure. I think it comes down to Mage Bane. Either they pick Mage Bane here, or they let Mint have him.
Yeah,
That's almost what I
that's
want to say, but
Lodestone made. I mean, Oogie's still up too, and Oogie with Lodestone is a very strong combination of heroes with an Aluna as well. So I think it's in their mind of, do we care that they have Mage Bane?
but
Do
then
we? Yeah,
Oogie's tough. Yeah,
yeah. It's like Mage Bane into Oogie, but I mean we've seen them do it. Oh, but Wild's still up too. Oh, okay.
not typical for complexity. This is not a usual fuzzy hero, which is weird because he's a popular hero. And they go
Oh,
Sandra, so they're going that synergy instead. The idea of the global presence there.
I'm gonna tell you right now what Pro Bus 3 bans are: Mage Bane, Dark Lady, Oogie. I'm gonna tell you right now, those are the three bans.
Yeah, that's what it was last game, right? Yeah, I think so.
There's Oogie.
Yeah, wouldn't be
But yeah,
surprising.
um, yeah, but I know Fuzzy. Well, I have been playing a lot of Pebbles, so maybe I inspired Fuzzy.
Yeah, that's possible, I guess. We can all dream. Interesting. Yeah, no, it's not a typical. As I was saying though, it is kind of weird because you feel like a lot of these mid players, Pebbles is one of like the core, one of the most popular, one of the more obvious ones. But yeah, when I think Fuzzy Sloth, definitely do not think Pebbles. Unlike others like a Make or a Boxy even, or like a Mickey, of course. So interesting.
It's it is a playmaking hero though, and that's what we know Fuzzy Sloth has. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
maybe maybe it's time.
maybe it's time to show us. And obviously, again, a very important game here. So.
Do
Got the
it, Pro Bus.
bands. Was it Mage Bane, and then yeah,
Prove that I'm right.
let's see
Ban
Dark
it.
Lady as the final one. If what about Salamon? Would Salamon be something that maybe makes a
It's
ban here?
uh
Ooh.
okay. Okay. That's
Yeah,
very understandable.
I will say what you got was right clicking a while until too.
Yeah.
So
That's a very understandable ban. They take Madman again.
hey, it worked last time, and it was against a Sand Wraith technically. So I
If
guess
it's not
why
broken,
not?
don't fix it.
Yeah, they're going the Madman route again. So they like him as the carry choice here. Yeah, they had Mage Bane. No, they didn't have Mage Bane. Dark Lady, Ogi. No, they didn't have. What am I saying? They had Dark Lady.
Dark Lady
As a
Madman was
choice.
their choices there,
Yeah.
and yeah, Dark Lady really isn't the most impactful hero here. I guess against those three heroes so far. So I like the Madman a lot more. So that's good to see. I like it, and I'm
Oh.
not really sure what Mint wants to do here though.
Yeah, the right click on the War Beast too. He's still. There's a lot of jungle options for what you got actually. So that'll be interesting to see what he chooses there.
Oh right, Warbeast hasn't been picked or banned.
No. So
All yeah,
Deadwood. Okay.
okay.
On the middle option.
And I mean, I it's Warbeast. Warbeast Pebbles is a nasty combo.
The battle cry there. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Wow, that is a scary Legion lineup.
It's not often complexity gets a final pick War Beast. Definitely.
Oh, that's so rare. I wonder if it was one of those things where Mint was like, well, they haven't picked it in a while. Maybe they just forgot about it. Maybe,
Hoping.
maybe they just forgot how to
Yeah.
play it.
Perhaps. So now if you're Mint, I mean Deadwood, he's got the lockdown there, so he's decent against a War Beast. If that's like truly your thinking, but
They're really lacking stuns though. They they have the empath and they have Deadwood, and that's it.
yeah, who do they go here? Is this a Grinix game for a long lane? Is it
I,
Suicide?
as much as Behemoth's been nerfed, I think they might need to take it. Like
Behemoth? Okay.
they need a stun. They need an
That's true.
AoE line stun. They don't have anything. Like at this point in a head-on team fight, Legion will win just based off stuns. Like it's a simple matter of having stuns and not having stuns. So they need an AoE stunner of some sort.
Rally's been seeing some
Yeah.
playtime as of late. I
Oh,
go Tundra.
I don't like California's draft, and I don't like it because yes, it's a great lockdown. Wait.
Is it a Probusk Tundra? Is this? Oh my gosh, it
Oh,
is. We're going a little old school here
oh wow,
for their final
wow.
game here. Up again
What?
in an important series.
That's that's something I don't think I would have ever have seen is Probus give someone else the carry reins, at least of now, like of
Yeah.
late.
At this
Take
time, yeah.
yeah, last game deciding who goes to the winners bracket finals. That's a big game to relinquish your carry role.
Yeah. Definitely
So,
didn't see that coming either, especially with the Sandwraith pickup. I mean, it's one we see him play plenty, so.
hmm, what's gonna happen here?
What
This
is
is
that's the thing now. So is obviously you don't play Tundra as a carry. Like
he's
that's
going mid.
he's a ganker for sure, so he's going to go mid. He's going to basically play a completely different role here. Again, I said old school. This is obviously what he played back in the
Yep.
Denial Esports days, and even prior to that, in the middle role in general. And this was one of his more popular pickups. So,
Yeah, and
um,
he still plays mid a lot in TMM, much more than he carries. So, uh, he definitely knows what he's doing. And
of course,
I'm wondering if in part to this was no flame here, but maybe the lopsided mid matchup that was last game. I wonder if that had anything to do with the decision of putting different guy on center, because different guy can play carry too. There's no, not dodging that.
true.
It just seems odd that Probusk would
Made that decision, yeah.
in like the biggest game that matters the most to give.
So
So I'm wondering,
far, yeah.
yeah. So I'm wondering if just the lopsided matchup mid was just like, okay, let me go mid, you go carry. It'll, this will be better.
I think that's a very valid, thought, at least a rumor. Obviously we don't know
Yeah.
for sure, but I think there is something to that. Again, Provost is the captain. He is the captain of the team, and from my understanding, he is more one of those like he makes a decision. Sure, he probably asks his teammates or insight, but
Yeah.
as a lot of captains tend to do, it's on them to make the final call. So. Perhaps that is part of it. But yeah, I mean, there is no doubt. Clearly, something happened within their communication of let's change this up completely. Because yeah, seeing him on that, and it's been a long time. But yeah, as you pointed out too, different guy, great player. Sure, he's going to be just fine on the carry. It's just different seeing them in slightly different roles here. So he's going mid. So that means Sasuke will end up bottom as a suicide Deadwood here, similar to Zane when he runs it. Where is Aluna going to be? Is she going to be babysitting? Is this going to be a two-man lane middle, you think?
Yeah, I'd assume they were gonna dual lane mid. Well, I mean, Pebbles could do okay against Tundra in a 1v1. Yeah, I'd still see Aluna Pebbles though. Really strong killing combo, especially with Aluna's power throw being even more buffed. So, because Madman can easily solo and Lodestone, top lane solo. So, yeah, I could definitely see the mid matchup being 2v1, and if they choose to rotate. See, Empath Tundra does not have the same anything that the Pebbles Aluna lane will, so they might just dodge and just try to, get Sandwraith farm.
Something we can't overlook here, and I feel like we kind of maybe did a little bit here. Get so caught up on who's playing what, but honestly, this Homer lineup, the jump and the gank potential, Parasite Tundra combination, it's powerful. In fact, going back to those Denial when, he was playing with them and played with Slap. Slap would play the Parasite, he'd play the Tundra. We saw some great ganks set up with it, and it seemed almost unstoppable at points. So, there is that idea. They have Deadwood, obviously, a fantastic ganker. Empath with the Sandwraith synergy. She jumps inside. He's able to assist wherever they may be. So, when it comes to killing and being very active, they have all the potential in the world here on mid side.
Yep.
So, that's where it's good.
If they can take early game, and it doesn't even have to be a drastic funk, but if they can take mid, early game with like small lead, maybe an extra tower kill or something, get early portal keys, they could really snowball the game and let Sandwraith get these early, get to his point where he's so effective that, the Legion team is just suffocated. So, Adman's mid. They're short laning the Pebbles. They want their early portal key.
Look at Madman's items, too. Mana Potion and 3 Minor Totems going for the quick bottle here.
Yeah.
Looks like... Nope.
Instantly denies the wolves.
Yep. Smart heads up there from Denver. Gonna try to cut off the other Hellhound. Not much you can do at this point, obviously, so... Gonna just have to follow it.
Still gonna delay the lane a little bit. Just enough for Lodestone to get a decent start.
Yeah.
He won't jump in it again. There's no way. It would hurt his jungle too much.
Yeah. Just try to kill it here instead. So, but good job by what you got. Ultimately accomplishing what he was hoping for. At the top lane up there. Again, the final pick Warbeast. A very comfortable hero for what you got in complexity as a team. We've seen many phases, and even lately, I think Sync still likes to ban Warbeast against complexity in a lot of ways. Like,
I think they blind banned it most times.
Exactly, initially. So, to see it getting final picked is different. So, but they're happy with that.
This is the first game of standard lanes of 2v1 matchups.
It is, yeah. Going back to the default, really.
I'm pretty surprised that Madman didn't buy items once he figured out it was a 1v1. Even so, I mean, I guess he's still going to get his really early bottle. There it is.
That is a very early bottle. Yeah, it's coming out here. And,
wow. You know what I just realized? It is Formless versus Probusk 1v1 mid lane.
It is, isn't it? That is definitely not an everyday thing.
This game's weird.
It is. It is.
I'm confused.
This tends to happen, man. You know, when we have these game threes or like these final games, and you know, with everything on the line, and you know, whether it's teams kind of trying to mix it up. I don't want to say going on tilt necessarily, but you know, for whatever reason, they just feel like in the moment of, you know what, we need to try something drastically different. So it is kind of funny how we have these different style like games and what are some very meaningful games here, meaningful matchups. So. But yeah, Probusk versus Formless middle, not a matchup you could expect, but is the case here. Seems like Madman, though, Formless is really being aggressive here, as he should be, especially now with the bottle. Getting some good last hits. Deadwood, by the way, he picked up the Invisor bottom. Now, he did it right in front of a Luna, so she's very aware of this. Only a level 1 Deadwood, too, so really not the scariest that he has that. Actually head back towards bottom. No, he's going back towards the middle lane now. Again, being level 1 only really has the uproot here to maybe throw a log, so I don't think they can set up a kill on Madman. So
this is the problem though, is Pebbles is going to have a monstrous early PK, and that massive ganking presence this Hellborn team could have had is just going to be, slow, going to be slower than what it could have been if, matchups were more in their favor. So definitely a good start for complexity.
See Deadwood, he's like, all right, I'll just go to the double Wild Hunter camp here. Go ahead and take that out.
Doesn't hurt Deadwood.
Nope, he's just fine with that. I see Parasite using that nice Vulture Lord here. A stacked yellow camp that he's taking this out with in the meantime. So fishing, farming on his part. He's level 4 actually already. Pretty good start for him. He's looking here. You see Formless follows up the bottle with that Blood Chalice, so a lot of regen to work with early on. Here in this middle matchup.
I like what he did, not going the hatchet, and now just...
Okay, sorry. Top lane, though. Lozo got really low right there, and he actually dodges the Rotten Grasp to survive, so very close, though.
Yeah.
And the kill. But the middle lane, though, you're about to say?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, Madman going this regen build instead of hatchet shield, he's farming and harassing with solely spells, so... And it's working out very well for him.
Yeah, I do love Madman for that. I bring that up it's for a long time, through the history he's had in Han, and that's what really helps him as a carry too. Is his early game impact can be pretty high because of the skill set. Actually, maxed out both barrel roll and the stock ability. We're looking at 400 magic damage every time he gets the combo them off, and it's a very short cooldown. So it's a lot of damage that he's able to put out without relying on any items necessarily, or damage enhancement items, that is. But he also still happens to have that capability of being a very hard carry, so nice skill set. It's to work with there. Top lane again, Lowstone pushing up a little bit, but Going to be right away pushed back here. You see Deadwood, again, really trying to recover. He's level 3 now, so at least Slavsky's got boots and hits level 3 here. So he's managed, but Pebbles, of course, has ultimately had the free farm down here. Fuzzy Sloth, again, not often we see him on Pebbles, let alone a short lane Pebbles, but we're going to see that here, and we'll see what impact he's able to have. I don't think we're going to see the Sacrificial Stone this game.
Well,
yeah,
later.
okay, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not
not
yet.
like first item, but
You're right. Perhaps later. But Portal Key definitely going to be first. So we'll have that. How's What You Got been doing? 320 gold per minute. 330 now, really. So it's safe to say he's doing pretty well.
this is where it's just like if you're just looking at the start of this game, this is where it looks scary to me. Fuzzy Sloth, when he's above 400 GPM, is just scary. You still have Formless getting farm, and you have What You Got on arguably his best hero. It's just a really all-around good start and a really good draft by Complexity, and even if they don't win early game, they easily have the late game as well. So this is a very hard game for Mint to win, and I think they can if they play it perfectly, but they have to play it perfectly.
Dude,
The game to do that. This is definitely one of those. So there's the bottom tower, though. Does fall. Love actually credit for it, but overall the team successful there. Well, gets Love those boots actually. So good news for her.
Greedy support player.
Yeah. I do think there is a little bit of something to that. You could argue that might be a little bit of a miscue because you want that portal key ASAP on Pebbles, so be letting him last hit it. But I don't know if I wasn't watching when they did it, if they let Luna last hit it or not.
No, it was Fuzzy. I think it had like 1 HP when Fuzzy Sloth attacked.
Okay.
So it was just like a couple HPs off. They're gonna get a tier 2 bottom.
Yeah, there's not a sign. Good job pulling the creep up with the Wolves too to delay it as long as possible. Now, are they though? Yeah, they're gonna have to fall back actually. Warbies does have an ultimate if he feels necessary. Not going to go for the Chuck's not enough damage. He was trying to time it, but the tower still falls with the ballista. They panic, try to deny. Meanwhile, over here, though, Pebbles, he is dropping. Samwraith ports in. Is it enough damage, though? He goes for the combo. The Chuck at least on the Samwraith. Down goes Pebbles. A bloodlust kill comes out in the midst of this fight. Who got it, actually? Oh, Formless got it in the background. He actually took out Bunny Lover first just before, so it's a 2-for-1 in the long run. For Complexity there, but we're not done just yet. Samwraith, he's still around, puts his Death's Curse out. You see Loso trying to get a stun. He can't get the angle, though. And down goes Aluna, and now Warby's in trouble. The face hug onto him. Man doing the auto attacks in the background. Not enough, though. However, will it be in the long run here? Not going to be on Parasite. Sandwraith, though, he will fall. They double tap for Formless. And we're still not done just yet. Although I don't think they're going to kill this Lodestone. He has a rocket drill. And yeah, he will be fine. So, well, we had 7 hero kills in the span of about 30 seconds there.
Formless is 500 GPM and quad kill.
Did he actually? Oh yeah, basically,
Didn't get
right?
the quad kill, but did get 4 kills in that fight. So
4-0-1.
he is now 500 GPM, and that is like I said, really bad start. And for Mint now, and now they're really on their back heels to just slow the game down as much as they can. Because now they really need to get a portal key on Tundra. They need to really slow down.
There's a sustainer already finished, so yeah, Formla's feeling really good now with that pickup here. He got the portal key just around the corner for Fuzzy. It seemed like Mint might have had a good shot there in that fight. By the way, up here, that was a little bit of an awkward initiation on Pebbles because of the stun he threw out, but they will still get the kill. And that does actually delay the portal key. He was almost there, but wasn't. So good kill.
Very good kill. They really needed that. And giving it to different guy as well. The mock along, so.
Oh, sorry there. I'm dying over here. Just gotta keep drinking the water. So yeah, good kill on the Pebbles though. As Madman, he's caught over here. Nice disjoint initially, but didn't really disjoint it. Just canceled the cast of Tundra. He's in the avalanche. Dust comes out. They're still chasing. Finally will kill him. This is what I was talking about, though, from the beginning. You know, this is the potential of Mint when they start getting going as far as the roam and setting up kills left and right.
That was really important. 2 very important kills back to back. brought them, an option to get back into this game now, which was huge. So now with Formless being dead, going to slow down him a lot and delaying the Pebbles PK to stop him from picking on Sandwraith. So really good kills from Mint.
10 out of 5 hero kills apiece, but still got about a 2,700 gold lead in favor of Complexity. So yeah, Fuzzy Slot delayed very shortly, but he is going to be able to get the portal key now as he's finishing off the creep wave at the bottom lane down there. So going to get that. However, on the other side, Denver Pro nearly a puzzle box finish, very early one. Good job by Formless, by the way. He steals the rune right in front of Tundra. Tundra was even using this bottle up right there to pick up the rune, sure enough. Ends up not getting anything, so.
Red bottle.
Yep, out of charges, and now you got the illusion rune on Madman here, so. Gonna just pop that, start using some mana or some regen. And perhaps, of course, scout out with it. Also trying to bait, but I think this is a pretty obvious one here.
Yeah.
Sends in the Madman. Is like, oh, it's me, and trust me. Yeah, not really. They're not going to go for that, so he's fine. Goes elsewhere here. Warby's into his own Ancients over here. Gonna do these triple stack Ancients by himself for the time being.
I'm surprised they're not bringing Madman over here to... Well, I guess there's no problem giving all the Warbies, so... I wonder what build he's going to go for. Puzzle is a good option this game. They're relatively squishy, so a puzzle just sitting on them would do so much damage, but that's not the safest or smartest route.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's going to take the smart route, safe route, go the Bulwark into Shrunken, go from there. So,
talk about a different game too for, well, Sandwraith being played by a different guy here. We were talking about, around a 21, 22-minute Mock of Brilliance might have been decent for them because of how the game was going. Yeah, he's going to have a Mock of Brilliance a lot quicker this game. He almost has sort of the high.
This looks like 15 minutes, 15, 16 minutes, and
yeah,
this Pebbles has not set up a kill on him yet, and that's unfortunate. So, really important they get that early Mock on Sandwraith, though. If they can really get a 16-minute Mock, that would really help their cause.
Yeah, with the Empath synergy, with the lineup in general, I think it's even more so an issue here for Complexity. So there's the portal key on Tundra. So yeah, as good as that fight looked bottom lane for Complexity, coming out on top of it in the end, the couple of pickoffs that then followed have really put Mint right back in this, and arguably ahead in some ways. Now the overall goal does suggest that Complexity is still ahead a decent amount, 3,400 gold lead at about 12.5 minutes here, but obviously that could all change with the use of a couple portal keys and Sandwraith porting in to set up some kills. So Luna, man, she is really far up here. Speaking of that, at this bottom lane, I mean, with this very aggressive potential T, it's a very risky decision here by Love, but
I already told you, he always has most deaths, so he didn't do it the Andro game, and now he's trying to make up for it.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. I mean, Pebbles was kind of nearby, it looked like, so actually maybe that was the bait all along, but ends up not happening, so he's fine. As middle lane, they're going to jump Lodestone. There's the port from Sandwraith, and there we go. I mean, it's like, how do you even remotely prevent that? It's like, it's just going to happen. This case on a Lodestone.
Yep. Deaded.
Now, the good news is they're on cooldown for a little bit, the abilities.
Yeah. It's space created for your carries.
Yeah.
Ooh, Madman is getting close to his Runed Axe, and so is Sandwraith to his Mock. Where is Sandwraith? Okay, he's going back top lane. A lot of farm up there, so... Yeah, he's going to have his... Yeah, 16-minute Mock. I mean, can't ask for more than that.
No, he's definitely done a great job here, and well, obviously Probus playing the Tundra here, a role it's been a while since we've seen him play, but he's doing pretty fantastic on it this game as well. He's got it with a Shiver, of course. He's about 320 gold per minute. He's got the portal key, obviously set up that kill on a Lodestone here just prior to him respawning now, so good news there. Now, you do see War Beast. He actually does get the Soul's Bulwark picked up, so that answers that question.
Like, it's definitely the safer route.
And here's the middle push now. Easy tower kill to follow. That level 3 battle cry, actually. Not level 4 just yet. But still a lot of enhanced damage. And they're going to keep this going.
Yeah, with a bulwark, they have invis pebbles.
Uh-oh. Parasite, they want a certain target. They're gonna go for Deadwood now. It didn't really work out the best actually. Maverick got bursted right off the bat. Pebble's also gonna fall right here. You see Deadwood, he's gonna avoid the Shatter Storm. He's gonna survive, and Lodestone is going to go down. How did nobody die on Mint is beyond me. They did get the tower kill to Complexity, but they lose 3 in the process. Not the good exchange.
I don't know what just went through Complexity's mind, but I know went through Mint's mind. It was a great play. Sure, they lost the tower, but 3 important kills and most likely Kongor out of it. Totally in favor. And the mock finish on Sandwraith. Totally in favor of Mint there. And they'll take that trade any day of the week.
Yeah, they were really greedy with their positioning. I mean, they were basically at the base right there. The base tower, you know, with the secondary tower still kind of being pushed in at 13, 14 minutes into the game. So, yeah, really odd decision even by Complexity, but they felt like they had the opening and clearly didn't.
I feel like they think they're ahead by a lot more than they are. Probably because they're looking at towers and going, oh, well, we have all of our towers. We've taken 3 of theirs. We must be, you know, pretty far ahead, you know, 5, 6K, but we could see that that clearly wasn't the case. Well, now it is because they got the tier 2 mid, but at the time of the fighting, it was only like, what, 1K, maybe 2K?
Yeah.
So,
well,
yeah.
And the biggest thing of that is that the Hellborn team is, sure, they've been down in overall goal, but they're at least getting these decent items at very appropriate times. Again, he had the portal key going into that. The Sword of the High was already finished, picked up on different guy. He didn't have the mock, but he just about had it. And then even the puzzle box on Parasite, something we really haven't talked too much about yet, but that's
level 2.
Very good item. Level 3, just got it right there.
Just kidding.
So that's a very impactful item too that they have now. So yeah, good news continues as here we go. This is that Tundra Parasite synergy. Takes over the Shiver. This
is where I'm not liking the Pebbles pick. He hasn't really done anything. I guess lucky for him, they definitely have the late game. But I just don't feel like he had any impact whatsoever. And that really hurts Complexity when you drop the Pebbles and it doesn't have impact.
Waiting for the Shiver Parasite to make a play. He finds the Luna over here. He's also going to see a Warbeast. They're going to take the Shiver out. Well played right there. As Sandwraith, the ultimate, is he actually going somewhere else? It looks like... No, he did not. They chose not to. He stays in the jungle. So yeah, they thought they might have been making an open. And I think they actually were planning to, but honestly, the power throw, knocking him out of the Shiver, I think kind of threw everything off right there.
Yeah.
Parasite. So that happened to be perfect timing from Love on that there, and a good heads up on his part at least. I also will say there's a little bit difference from when we used to see this combo again in the Denial days to now, is that back then the whole idea of the Codex, Lex Talionis was a thing. They don't have the upfront crazy burst anymore. He still has plenty of burst, not like they did before though.
It's not an instant gib, instant kill. Oh, mid lane.
There they going. They're looking too. There's the jump. Shatterstorm, Tundra. Is it enough? With the power throw, it definitely is. However, Lodestone, he's like, I'm trapped.
That looks so awkward. He just got his... I think he got the punch off before he got his armor back. I think he was dead no matter what, but...
Yeah.
I don't see a low there, but yeah, that just looked funny.
Legion Frey's destroying
makes it a 1-for-1. Or top tower even does go down though in favor of Complexity. Can't overstate though Madman and even a Warbeast. Really, Warbeast has kind of been the one that's, for me, has been quietly doing his own thing. He's 3,100 gold more saved up.
Yep. Yes. He's gonna get a Shrunken soon, and so, this is where I think Complexity still has the late game, and they don't have to, you know, sure, they screwed up the early game, could have done a lot of things better, etc., but they still have the late game, and that's really what matters, and I think it's up to Mint now to start making some plays, and they really can with their lineup. Like, they could easily make plays on anybody. Mm-hmm. So buy some, like, smoke on Parasite already, Parasite finds someone, instant kill with Sandwraith, you know, bam, back into the game.
Glowstone picked up by Madman. Gotta say, I think it's the Nullstone.
It is. He's griefing me again. Whatever. I'll let it go. I'll let it slide because it's game 3.
Yeah. It does look like Sandwraith is working on towards a Resto Stone. With that said, he does have an Arcana.
Very greedy. That's something we actually never see Probusk do on Sandwraith. Well, I mean, I won't say never, but
Oh, Pebbles, by the way, middle lane, gets jumped here, and no chance for him, really. Samurai ports in and secures that kill. Again, this is that jump from mid. It's whenever Samurai is off cooldown as Mirage, it's ideally a guaranteed kill for then anyone, as long as there's someone alone. So,
Yep.
that's what they're having to deal with here.
Easy jumps. I'm wondering if Complexity wants to fight this. No Sandwraith ultis, no Tundra ulti.
Not having your initiator though, well, I guess they do have Lodestone. Still.
Dude,
Oh.
Hellborn Freddy's
Try
destroyed
for the
Legion
deny.
Tower.
Comes up short. And the tower kill is successful for Mint. So good news continues for them. So you were talking about the greedy decision here from Probus, you felt like. Not Probus, different guy.
Yes.
Sandwraith here.
I was gonna say that, you know, when you see Probus, you know, he tends to go mock shrunken and kind of avoids the resto. So different guy playing it the more aggressive greed, I'm gonna go resto stone right after mock. I won't die, I promise build. Because if he doesn't die and gets the resto in 5, 6, 7 minutes, like, then it becomes a problem. Then Aluna's dying to just the ulti. Pebbles can't initiate. It becomes a whole different game.
Yeah.
So it's a greed, but if the greed pays off, it's going to be more than worth it.
Lodestone, he's got the build rod over here. Looking to make a play. As we see at the top lane, though, not really the most opportunity up here. Unless they maybe go for Sandwraith all the way into the jungle. But even that, he has a little bit of support nearby. Bottom lane down here, they catch Madman again. And look at that burst, man. The Lex Talionis on top of it.
Huge kill. Huge kill.
Yeah.
Any kills on Matt. Oh, top lane.
Are they actually going to find Sandwraith? They do. And they take out
Huge
Sandwraith.
kill.
Huge kill on both sides. Coming out.
Okay. Alright, so could have been terrible for Complexity. Makes it a little bit better, but yeah, both teams losing their carries, and Orbeez still farming, gets a shrunken head, and he's an auto attack threat now. He's a really big threat in these fights.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really weird.
What's up?
What you got summoned his wolves next to the pole camp top, and they spawned on different sides of the wall.
Dude,
Huh.
Hellborn
That's a little
Freddy's
funky.
destroyed Legion Tower.
Oh, he's continuing to farm pretty well here. He's got the shrunken head now, speaking of Warbeast. In the top jungle, of course, a prime item to have in this case. So what was that? That was a bottom tower, I believe, yeah, going down for a Parasite. Able to push it in, so. Sandwraith, though, going to be resurrecting here, about 16 more 100 gold saved up. So, again, working towards what we believe to be the Resto Stone here.
Here come the null stones across the board from Complexity.
I was going to say, I wonder if that's starting. I mean, that or Storm Spirit, but
Lodestone needs to be able to initiate. He needs nulls. They all need nulls. Maybe everyone except Warbeast, pretty much. Luna almost has a Storm Spirit.
Sandwraith, he's going somewhere. Yes, bottom lane. They go to Pebbles. Is it enough, though? Pebbles actually hoping to turn on the Sandwraith. Isn't going to be enough to turn kill. Sandwraith, oh, he will die in the background, but Legion team is losing a lot. Warbeast barely gets out of there with his life. Lodestone is going to fall, so killing Sandwraith. Good news. The bad news, it's a 4-for-2 exchange in favor of Mint. They also lost Parasite throughout that exchange right there, but again, it's really crazy how just all of a sudden, like, Tundra was top lane, Sandwraith was up there farm, and then all of a sudden everyone's just bottom lane.
I was
on both
just
teams.
thinking that. I was just thinking how Hellborn was so spread out, and 10 seconds later, all of them are bottom. Like, their lineup is insane, and now they're just killing Madman. Once again, they trade Madman for the Sandwraith, but it also is the 2-for-4. So, definitely still in favor of Mint, especially if they can get this tower, it'd be huge. But Aluna has a Storm Spirit.
Wow. Okay. Yeah,
Oh, I guess he was farming bottom like a greedy support player the whole time. Oh, they might try to get this deny.
And Pebbles, he should be able to times this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Makes it easy. There's a deny at least. So again, kind of the little bit of a teeny battle won there by Complexity at the very end of it. But the big overall battle at the bottom lane is in favor of Mint there. But yeah, again, it's just the idea that they could just all of a sudden all be there. Just being showing off constantly. Pretty ridiculous. He got another 1,000 gold saved up, and the sustainer just finished on different guys, so he should have the rest of the stone, ideally before another fight breaks out at this time here. Madman's still trying to finish that null stone.
Getting there. Yeah. His GPM hasn't dropped, though. I feel like he's been 450 pretty standardly this game.
Yeah.
So, and there he goes. Now he finishes it. It's not going to save him from dying, though. Well, I guess if he doesn't get initially slowed from the log, it might make a pretty big difference. So, I guess that could be the big thing. It could also stop Tundra as well. Okay, so it's just going to be a matter of if he dies anymore to this combo, and if he doesn't, then great. Then it was perfect item, and he could just keep on farming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so but now we figure he obviously wants to get more of the damage route. See, but then there's the side of the idea that does he even go a Shrunken Head? I mean, if he goes a Shrunken on top of this, then he's really greedy as far as very defensive with the build. But honestly, look at this Hellborn team. I don't know. I guess it really isn't that great to have this game. But on a Madman, it feels like Shrunken's really good to have.
Yep.
Because you're so reliant on being mobile in these fights and sitting on people, so.
Bam. Sandwraith. I almost said Sandwraith. Sandwraith Arresto. So that's huge. 26 minutes.
Yeah. That's obviously very good timing there with the Mocker Brilliance. So has his double Mirage. In fact, it is good to go now. But yeah, do you feel like a Shrunken Head on Madman is necessary / good this game, or can he just not go it because of his items?
I'm looking at his items and going, I guess he does naturally so much damage based with his R and his gash, so I think he could get away with going a Shrunken in all honesty. He just needs a pretty big damage item next, though.
Yeah, I guess
that's the big thing.
Out of the carries, Madman is one of the few that you could argue he could get away with it, so that's fair, but yeah, we'll see what direction Formless does decide to go here.
Empath press
top lane. Where the hell is Sandwraith going? They went down here.
There's 5 bottom.
Yeah,
How does it even happen?
Everyone spot him.
I looked top and saw 4 people.
Yeah, I thought it was top because what was going on up there, and then sure enough, they're on the bottom. But they kill Lodestone, and then this is going to transfer over to a Conqueror kill on top of that. So it really is something that Complexity has yet to give up the gold lead this game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's true.
But it feels like Fresh has actually been ahead for a bit more of this game at the same time. So it's interesting how it's working out that way at this point.
Luna.
Yeah, the
Luna
power throw.
almost herself.
That would have been embarrassing.
I mean, embarrassing, funny, however you want to take it.
Hilarious for us, for sure.
Yes. Not so funny.
Embarrassing for him as a player. But he survives. They kill Conqueror, though. That's a token for Sandwraith. I'm guessing working towards a Shrunken next. He's obviously taken off just fine. You got then Tundra, again, being played by Probusk here, but also doing great things. Has that Luminous Prism. Probably would assume a Sheepstick at this time. I mean, 2,200 gold saved up, so yeah, it seems like that's going to ideally be the route here for Tundra. And obviously going to be great. Be a good null stone takeaway item. And the Sheepstick, that's a joke. Okay, joking, guys. He needs a Codex for that.
That's true.
The Aquapone's on Pebbles. I know he's had that for a while. I don't know if we ever really referenced it, though, but we got that earlier on to help deal with Parasite in his very early level 3 puzzle box. Makes sense there. Where's Warbeast going to end up? He has another Mighty Blade. Brutalizer, we think?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
not sure.
I think that's all he could really buy, isn't it? Am I going crazy?
I guess a Icebrand Frostwolf Skull, but
He's going Brutalizer. Oh, bottom lane.
yeah, they find some interaction down here. That's a dead Pebbles, and now Madman again in trouble. They want to chase this, and they're going to be able to. No backup nearby. Down goes Madman. Double tap for different guy. Complexity. It's really tough to say now, what they can be doing differently because Warby Steven gets caught. Didn't realize he was still down here. He gets caught hanging around, unfortunately, and he goes down. So 3-0, and now Fresh is gonna start banging on the door here, as far as the base goes.
The catch on this team is just insane. Wherever one hero is, no matter where anyone else is on the map, there's 5 heroes following.
Oscar, I gotta say, I'm pretty sure he misclicked there on the rocket drill. He went right in front of him. He wanted to go for the nice stun by Fuzzy, put the tablet back.
Rip.
And it keeps Sandwraith alive in the end. And he still had the token even, so worst case he just resurrects from it. But he's got the token for another 2 minutes plus. So yeah, they even have time to kind of refresh right here and maybe even go back in, once at least one of these ultimates is up. So but yeah, that kind of goes to what I was about to say there. What you were getting at with it's like the catch is ridiculous. Like, so yeah, what does Complexity do? I mean, do they just have to all stick together the rest of the game? Obviously, they really can't do that realistically, but maybe that's the answer. Maybe that is it.
Yep, it really is. Like, they can't leave each other's sides anymore. Double Sandwraith ulti is killing everyone. If they start maybe not be or just all 5 be together top lane, that works too.
Now they're up here. Now Madman leading the way. You have who's not here? Warbeast is not with him actually. He has a Battlecry, of course, assisting, but I don't know if you get involved in a fight without your Warbeast. It seems like you're missing out on good damage. Yeah. So not gonna go for anything. Oh, they're porting in with the Parasite on the Shiver. By the way, here goes Sandwraith. They catch Pebbles. Loso's able to rocket drill through, but Pebbles will go down, and they do catch Loso as well. So even with them being somewhat near each other, it just, again, doesn't matter. The catch is just too intense. They really can't fight as 5, it seems like, or maybe they all were there perhaps, but they weren't. Another tower destroyed. The options are seeming very limited for Complexity right now, as far as what they can do.
A base defense is all I can see in their near future. A really good Lodestone ulti, and Pebbles somehow Tempest ultis them into a stun.
Well, you're going to have to try something here because Rax has already fallen. There's a red stun coming out at least. Fall for the power throw, but other than that, not much more that they're going to be able to do right here, actually. So, there we go. Down goes the melee Rax, and the rest will fall back in mint. Token is now going to wear off, only 10 more seconds remaining, so definitely it's not like they didn't use it. I mean, he got very active with that token of life, and they just happened to win the fights.
Yeah.
So, very worth it in the end. And now one of the Rax is at least down. So one Rax is the case of, okay, that's still winnable to come back from for sure, but, another one, maybe a different story. So really got to start defending now if you are Complexity for sure. Another push here.
Really their hope. They need to catch the Sandwraith. They need to find him in the jungle, 5-man smoke, do whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
But Sandwraith is just doing too much damage in these fights.
I always like to pull up the chart after, hearing something like that, and yep, sure enough, 31% hero damage done by Sandwraith.
He has
Tundra.
He has more than the entire Legion team combined does, right? 18, 24. Okay, one. Oh no, now they're even.
Just about even, basically. Yeah, but Madman gets caught by the way over here. He's dead just like that. That's been a deja vu story here. Pebbles. Oh, nice Door Spirit, at least preventing further initiation as no one else is going to die here. Poor coming in. I was going to say, whoever that was, better cancel, as they were setting up to die. So that'll be leading to a tower kill, though. And now where are they going to go from here? Again, they don't have a token on them. I could see Mint kind of refreshing here and maybe waiting for another Kongor kill. Not to force the issue. Seems like that might be what they're going for. They're going to try to maybe almost do a... No, they're going, actually. Never mind. So Sandwraith, he's leading the way. And here we go, though, with the counter. Lodestone holds. Shatterstorm goes off. He drops immediately after it. Got it off, though. On a couple of heroes. Deadwood does fall. Sandwraith going back in. Warby's holding his ground, actually taking a Parasite. Yes, it is enough to get the kill right there. Sandwraith on the outskirts. Yeah, he realizing they're not going to win this fight, actually. So does start to fall back. Tundra goes down. And now Empath. is getting caught behind. But, okay, I'm looking at the buyback, so
Buster took
Wayne
out
did
the Legion's
Formless,
barracks.
he's out of buybacks.
I don't even remember him buying back the first time.
Exactly. That wait, what? That must have happened in an earlier fight. We just completely didn't notice it. I'm even looking at the stream, and he still has 2 buybacks, so it's happened in the last 6 minutes, whatever it was.
Did he really buy back twice?
In that one fight? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too. He died there to Denver. No, it was only 1 buyback that fight. He must have bought back from an earlier death. And we just didn't
I
catch.
really don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, if they catch Deadwood here.
Not going to be able to. Well, maybe still.
Nope. Yeah, he doesn't have a PK. I think he's dead.
Oh, no, it's too risky,
Oh.
I say.
You babies, get in there!
Not worth it. But yeah, so as good as that was looking, actually, and I was just about to say how, man, you know, they should have fallen back, blah, blah, blah. I didn't realize that all of a sudden Formless has no buyback, so maybe not as good for complexity as I thought it was initially. And now Warbeast gets caught by Deadwood, but not enough for the kill, and Deadwood has to run.
Just get the tower and get out.
Yeah, they're not even going to get it, though.
No,
Deadwood will
Sasuke did
deny
his
it.
job.
Yep. Denies the tower, holds them off, and he stays alive, so mission accomplished there for sure. Okay, but again, going back to the quote-unquote good news for complexity is they do hold, and they actually get some kills out of it, so that was a little bit of greedy from Mint going back to the beginning of all that.
It's
Using a break.
something. I almost want to say, Formless not having 2 buybacks seems like a glitch. Like, in all honesty, like, I don't remember any.
Okay,
point.
he bought back right there. I just noticed the stream. He just bought back.
Oh.
Basically at the bottom lane, when they ganked in, they killed him, and then they even got a Warbeast, I think, at the end of it. Yeah. He
Okay.
actually bought back there to kind of push them back from pushing into the base further. So that's when
okay.
it happened the first time, yeah.
Okay, no glitch. I lied. Game's fine.
Yeah, we're good to go. So he is actually out of buybacks. He used it again the last fight. So now he's just straight up, I just buy items for my purpose of killing things. As he buys a Warhammer here. So that could be either or. It could be a Shrunken.
I hope it's a Shrunken.
Think he just
Nope,
needs it
he's-
here? Okay.
Yeah, he needs to survive. They need Pebbles with a Shrunken. They have one on Warbeast. They just need Shrunkens and hopefully outlast this gigantic burst from this Hellborn team.
Yeah. Gotta say, Fresh is really looking good, though. This draft, definitely something here, especially with who's playing what. Was throwing off a little bit, but really, yeah, when you sit back and actually look at the draft here and the potential of it was pretty. And they executed, frankly, they really did. So they're in a great spot now here in what is the 3rd and final game to try to finish the series out and move on to the winter bracket finals. A team with arguably the most momentum, as again they won the Deadeye Bounty League, even defeating Sync Esports there to do so here fairly recently. So here they are going to go for Kongor. Maybe at least started here. See what complexity does to respond. I think it's that case of you want to defend, but can you really? If you're complexity.
Well, now they can.
Yeah, they're gonna maybe go for it.
Empath's inside right now. They don't know that though. Oh, it could be really bad if they force into it.
This could be a game-deciding fight for sure, depending how it goes.
Could be a game-turning fight. Could be a game-deciding fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
Rune. He's going to kill it with the Hellhound. Here we go. Pebbles jumps in. Conqueror low. Who got the token? I don't see. Oh, no. Conqueror's still alive. What am I saying? Anyways, Pebbles goes down in the midst. But off to the side, Tundra. He took some good damage from Madman and Lodestone. He will fall. Samwraith with the second set of illusions right now. Warbeast is still going to go, as is Madman. Samwraith actually getting low. He has to fall back from this. And now Conqueror was being low. Will they try to finish that off or not? It is just Warbeast and Madman right here, right now. No, Lodestone now joins the party. They do take out Tundra. And Conqueror is going to be finished by complexity, it looks like. So game-changing fight, we said, was one of those options. It looks like it's going to be game-changing for complexity.
That was huge. And they got a buyback from Probusk. Everything went right there for complexity. Instant killing Probusk. Yeah, I mean, it just went so well.
God, when you say Probusk, I want to look at Sandwraith. I'm
Right.
like, he has 2 buybacks. What are you talking? But no, you're right on Tundra there. He did even buyback too and die again. So that worked out beautifully, and that's one of those I really do want to check the replay when I get the chance here to set it up here. But yeah, and how that really played out as well as a different complexity. Because I mean, I guess Pebbles jumping in initially and kind of throwing out. It's also one of those cases too. It's like when you're in a fight like that in the heat of the moment. Do we finish Congo or do we kill them? You know, it's like I don't know what they decided ultimately, but it was one of those, you know, where they maybe trying to kill Congo and just couldn't, and this they died, or
Provost misclicked.
What do you
He
mean?
sheeped Kongor.
did he really?
Yeah, when you watch I put it in my head. I was like, why was there such a big sheep? He sheeped Kongor.
Was that? Yeah, I thought I saw. That's why I thought Congo died. That's okay. Here we go. You're right. He sheeped Congo. Oh my
sheeping
gosh.
such a difference there.
Oh my gosh, you're right. That's that he definitely sheeped Congo on accident. Was that the absolutely game-changing difference of that fight? You know, debatable, but it's definitely not something that was intended.
Factor.
It's definitely a factor for sure. So,
Well, this is now a different game. Warbeast just finished his demonic. Madman has another 2.5k gold. Dead even experience gold lead. Whole entirely new game at this point.
I gotta say, you know, really, again, I wouldn't expect anything less here with this matchup, and as we keep going back to what is on the line. So, game number 3, we've had a near 90-minute game in that game 1. I'm not saying we're setting up for that. Don't worry, I'm not trying to scare anyone here, but it is a very even game at 41 minutes in. So this is definitely potential for it could be a little bit longer. Now, definitely a bigger difference is that Madman already using 2 buybacks continues to be pretty crucial here.
That's a big thing with Sandray still having both.
Yeah.
But Love is 300 GPM.
This is probably one of his better games as far
He
as
has
GPM
a
goes.
Talisman, a Storm Spirit, and a Steam Staff.
Yeah. That's huge, honestly. Like, in a serious talk, I mean, when your main support can get items such as this, you know, Insania, I was going to say when he was playing, I mean, obviously he's actually still is technically, he plays for BMG now, but he's notorious for that idea that he gets the early portal key on certain supports or, you know, whatever else and makes it a priority. So, love getting that here, and it can have high impact for sure. In the game, having that extra Storm Spirit or that extra Tablet of Command. Things like that, so. Warbeast, he did finish the Demonic, so he's definitely been pretty good to go there.
Definitely helpful. I'd like to see some, well, I guess they really don't have space for Vestments at this point, but Vestments would have been nice on some heroes just to stop a little bit of the Sandray, you know, how much damage the Sandray is actually doing. And they still have this token for 1:30. They chose to farm with it, which is, I guess, okay. But I guess they're banking on the fact that I said yes, they do have better late game if they can get there. So maybe their logic is, we'll just farm with it, we'll get to late game, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. That's very, very possible. And I got to say, I can't blame them at all, for sure. Kind of similar to what we were talking about in the first game there, that mentality, especially that Mint was having. It's like, why aren't they trying to finish? Why aren't they trying to push in? Well, you know, on paper, the Wild Soul, they still had a lot of room to still make up, a lot of farm to still get, and this is the case in a different way, but Complexity definitely has. You know, the Madman specifically, you got Warbeast still 1, even 2 more item slots. You got Pebbles, you know, something else bigger and better for him. And when it comes to late game, maybe not necessarily an absolute victory for Complexity in this late game, but a much better feeling, a much better chance than what they currently have had. I mean, because there's not, I mean, you're looking at Miss Laddup, this is more of the mid-game team. They wanted to have won this by now, as they potentially almost did, but they weren't able to actually finish it yet. That Conga fight happened, kind of changed momentum a little bit, and now it is back in Complexity's favor, I think is very safe to say here. So, Mint still has this get-you-out-of-nowhere gank potential, but when it comes to now grouping up, team fights, big clusters going on, you got to favor Complexity, I feel, when it comes to that. So, that's where we're at right now. Madman, 4,400 gold, so we're going to see what damage item he does to use. Will it be Rift Shards, Wing Bow, Savage? I mean, he's got options here. Okay.
Yeah, like I was going to say, I'd like to see, jumping.
Lodestone? He's dead. There's that. Again, they still have the plenty of jump potential, just saying, and actually Luna also gets caught. So it's been a while since they've done that, actually. Oh, and they finally do, and they get 2 kills out of it.
And they get a bound eye out of it. Value.
Oh, true, yeah. Luna dropped it.
Well, Complexity goes and farms now. Dodge and push out other lanes, because they shouldn't be getting jumped like that for a few minutes.
So I think you're about to say, though, but the wing bow, so you do
Yes.
like the option there?
Yeah, I think that's his best. He needs damage, he needs survivability. Put them together, get a wing bow.
Okay. Well, he's working towards it here again. With that dancing blade he has picked up. As he's pushing out the middle lane here. Again, just about there. Not a lot of gold pulled up right now on the Legion side. I'm looking at the Hellborn. Oh, yeah, Sandwich, 5,000 gold. So, what does he go for now is the next big question here. You know, definitely potential. It could be different routes. He could get the sheepstick, you know, double sheepstick is nice. Or he could go more for just raw damage here himself.
I'm thinking they need the damage. Yeah. Maybe he goes a wingbow himself. Their damage output late game is very minimalized when Complexity is all 5 together on top of their demonic. So he needs damage. He needs to be that solo damage carry, and wingbow is his really only damage item. So it's gonna have to work for them, and this is where I fear for Mint, but I don't, because if they can get those same pickoffs that they've been doing the whole game and start a fight 4v5, they're gonna be in a great spot the whole game. But a head-on 5v5 fight with nobody getting picked off is just, the later the game goes, will just go more in favor of Complexity.
Yeah. Definitely feels that way, and again on paper it really speaks to that too. So we are now 46 minutes into this game. Game number 3, again, Evil Corporation versus BMG. Going to be the next series here. Now we're casting. Have not started yet. You are going to be waiting to finish this one here, pending it doesn't go another hour. Cross fingers here. Orbeez going to fall back. We're at a spot too. Obviously, both teams very, very hesitant to go beyond the towers here, or the river, excuse me. Here in the middle lane, it's that point. It's more so for Complexity. I mean, Mint's the one again with that out of nowhere jump that they'll continue to have throughout this whole game. So Sandwraith, though, is just about there. He just gets them at the inside. Actually, they're going top lane. They find Lodestone. Meanwhile, stun on the Pebbles in the background. Lodestone dead. Pebbles, he's also dead. So that, just like that, 2 kills. Buybacks happening, though. Here's a response from Complexity. Can they get anyone? They are going to maybe get Parasite. Even that's tough. The Void Talisman, but they actually will in the end. And that'll be it. So the 1 kill they get out of it did use 2 buybacks. Now you have Pebbles is out and Lodestone down to 1.
That was a premature buyback on Lodestone, in all honesty. I don't think they really needed him to buy back. So, yeah. This is the same predicament that Mint was in last game, though. They used all their buybacks super early. So it's going to be up to Complexity to do what Mint did and start slowly bringing down their buybacks.
Yeah, if you're Mint here, of course, by now for sure, you're definitely aware that no buybacks on Madman here. Maybe even Pebbles, not as significant, sure, but yeah, Madman's the big focus. So you kill him, you do what you can to take him out of a fight. He's not returning, and then you can make a play from that. So that also puts pressure on Formless for sure. Not only, of course, the obvious, just don't die, be the carry, as he tends to be always, but not having the buybacks and sticking with your team. He really can't kind of go off maybe in a lane split push, where if he had at least one, if not both buybacks, he might be a little more comfortable to do that. But not having that, you know, he's really just farming his own jungle, and that's basically it here. At this point, you see the shiver, by the way. Uh-oh. I'm waiting for the post haste. It's not coming, though. The shiver dies, and he's good.
Feels bad.
Yeah. But just, again, that's what they can do, though. With the post haste in, you got Sandwraith pressing R with Empath inside. No chance.
Empath has not left Sandwraith's side this entire game.
Yeah.
They've been hand in hand.
That's how she works. Hey, she's level 17 too, which is pretty significant. I mean, that much more damage that she's
80,
providing.
Isn't
it is
80 damage. Yeah. Oh, and attack speed too, 80 and 80. So
lesser cooldown, also nice.
Yep.
Staff of the Master seems. I guess Staff of the Master gives her 100% uptime. Never seen that.
Beasts of the land, hark my call.
Realistically, I don't know if that would. I guess it's one of those like if you if you have the farm to get that, then sure. But definitely not a priority on her.
Yeah, it's one of those things I'd really like to have, but it's most likely not going to happen.
Yeah. Kongor, course up. The second Kongor? God, it's so blending
Yes.
now. We had
No.
like 10 the first game, so.
Third Kongor.
Is this the third?
I want to say that, yeah, because I think Sandwraith had a token at some point during this game.
He did, but that was it, right? Oh, and then
No,
Madman had
that
one.
Madman got
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So it should be
it would
third.
be the third, yeah. Okay, so they do have the 3. As the Minotaur goes down there, Warbeast just taking out the jungle again. You see throughout the jungle here, that's, again, limited resources for complexity specifically. That's what they're able to take out here. But, I mean, with Kongor being up and the Hellborn advantage, figure maybe a little more interested in it, but so far not really making a play towards it. They do got decent vision around. Now there is a Oscar able to get it down toward a site over here to spot the pit, but okay, there you go. They say that, they go inside. Look at this, by the way. Wondering why people are looking a little bit different. You got Denver Pro taking over the Ice Ogre, putting the armor on people. Pretty good against this Legion team, honestly.
No, it is.
Nice. What is it, 8 or 6? It's 8 armor, yeah. Jeez,
Yeah,
that's actually
pretty
quite
big.
a bit. Nice
For
little benefit.
free.
Yeah, exactly. Really is. As long as the creep spawns, then why not?
Well, this could be the same story as last time.
Yep.
It's setting up to look the same way. But wow, the epic team fight right there. The Wolves do come on top though, beating the Courier in the 1v1 fight, 2v1 fight, I guess.
The clash. The epic clash that we all hoped for.
That's gonna tell the tale of the next team fight. The Wolves beat the Courier. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
Kongor's slow though. It's gonna start healing now.
Yeah, gonna go back up a little bit at least. And obviously, you could tell Mint just wasn't comfortable enough there. Again, both teams
Ooh.
very aware that any fight could be the deciding fight at this time.
Basher on Madman.
Yep.
Sit on someone and hopefully kill him.
I mean, with that brutalize, with the berserk active, it's
Yeah,
so many bashes can happen, and
it's pretty much a bash every time it's up, or
Yeah.
very close to it.
you die pretty quickly. So they are gonna finish Kongor. It doesn't seem like Complexity is gonna be able to make the move, and that's gonna be a free token and bananas.
Dude lost his
So
baggies.
there's the token. Bananas given to somebody else. They actually find Lodestone over here. Might be more as Sammer porting it again. No. Just going to be good with that.
No buyback, and I don't even know how close he is. 1,000 gold, level 17?
He's probably still a little bit off, yeah.
No, I don't even think so.
Don't think so?
I think he's probably like, I would say almost less than 150. Maybe 100.
I was going to say around 1,200, yeah, maybe around there, so.
Yeah. I don't think that's too much. It's a tower. Oh, no. Never mind. No towers to get.
Yeah, unfortunately none
Just
to get.
kidding.
Not going to really matter. They are not pushing into the base, so yeah, going to be fine in that sense at least.
What did Sandwraith do with his Shrunken?
Gave it to somebody else, maybe?
Oh, I think he sold it. Sitting on 6.5k?
You're right. He sold it. I guess with the
I guess he
intention
plans on
of...
rebuying it anyways.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. That or just getting another item in its spot when the token wears off, but I think Shrunken is... I don't know. Maybe Shrunken isn't that necessary. If you get something like a Behemoth's Heart, it's like, why even bother with a Shrunken then?
That's true. Heart could be okay.
Well, there comes the push as I'm going to talk it over. Exactly what they want to do to execute here. Kind of approaching the hour mark here of game number 3 now. Final game here for this series, that is. And the winner, one of the winner bracket finals. The loser will face Reason Gaming come tomorrow, actually. Down there, the
Yep.
loosest bracket.
I was gonna say, ironically enough, this is kind of the same story of last game. Mint got the racks, or I mean the last game, 2 games ago.
Yeah.
But Complexity got the racks, and now it's getting to this later point where Complexity's starting to kind of turn it, but there's Mint's still holding on and winning some of those fights, so this could be another 86-minute long game.
I hinted at that earlier. I think it was around 40 minutes or so. That this could be a longer game, and we still have ways to go, but it definitely feels like the potential is there for sure. So I still can't get over. Yeah, Formless. He's been out of buybacks for this long here, but has proven not to matter yet. At least I don't think he's died since that's been the case. We've noticed that at least, so that's the good news there. But yeah, I mean, Mint's going, right? Like, they're not going to fall back here. Is there really a play with a token? It seems like that this is a spot to get another Rax here, so. Depends on how safe they want to be, I guess.
This would be really, really important if they could instant kill this Tundra, but they have 3 eyes.
Wow, they do.
They have 2,100 gold in eyes invested.
Deadwood, yeah. To be fair, probably at least one, if not multiple, are purchased by Complexity, so.
Does it say? No. One of them was definitely Love's, but that's the only one I know of.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, good luck to Madman.
Yeah, the stock, yeah. You're not relying on your invis to actually work here if you're Madman, that's for sure. Okay, Mint's good to go. Complexity. Again, I'm sure talking it over as well. As far as how do they successfully hold here. Lodestone, he's in the background. God, I remember Lodestone getting that mana tube a long time ago. And it's still just a mana tube.
Poor guy.
Yep.
This is a pretty suffer game for him.
Totally amped for this.
Sandwraith with a Resto staff is as suffer as it's going to get for a Lodestone. And a Pebbles in that matter, actually.
There we go,
All right, here we go.
Sandwraith poking at the tower. There's the invulnerability. Madman kind of taking a poke in as well.
Legion Tower.
So they give up the tower with fairly ease there. Well, they give up more. Next creep wave's coming. Empath isn't set to go inside Sandwraith just yet. Kind of in the back. I wonder if he's actually going to go with somebody else instead. But yeah, maybe Deadwood actually.
There's the bird.
Better use.
They need to deal with the bird that's in the base.
Oh, good point. Here we go with a jump. So in the background, it looks like Parasite in the midst of that. Shadowstorm does go off. Parasite going to be fine, though. Madman sitting on Tundra. Tundra does fall. Good damage from him. Deadwood's going to barely survive as well. You do see Sandwraith running away. He does pop a second ultimate. No, he has it, actually, but not going to use it just yet. Waiting for a better spot. Going back in now. Will he use it right here? He takes a 4-second stun. Actually, the red stun from Luna is enough to kill him. It sure is. Down goes Sandwraith. Empath pops out now. Madman still alive in the backup. There's the second Sandwraith ultimate, though, and immediately Complexity. They start retreating, or at least trying to. Stun back in, but the Rax is going to fall here, looks like. Got what they came for in fresh. The run is on. And, oh, they're going back in now. Sheepstick on Madman, actually. Can Sandwraith finish him? No, he cannot. Pebbles with a stun to prevent that. Now Sandwraith the one that's slow. Sandwraith goes down, actually. He has plenty for a buyback, however. So they get the melee Rax. And ultimately, Madman actually survives throughout all of that. Again, no buybacks. He does stay alive. No buybacks even used, actually, at least by the Legion team there. So, but they do lose the Rax.
I think only one was used by Hellborn as well. I think it was just Probusk.
Yeah, it was. So, well,
Another Rax down, though.
another Rax down. And again, Sandwraith, he could buy back. Not even gonna, not gonna do it. There's no point. He has 8,800 gold to spend when he resurrects right here. So really, it is definitely a game to lose for Mint now, it feels like, being up 2 sets of Rax here, at least melee. Did they get the range as well? No, the range is still there.
Melee's still holding strong. They did what I said to do. I think they Madman jumped to the back straight onto Tundra. Not instant killing Tundra, but getting him down into a manner of him not being as useful. So, they did do that, and it was token and bananas. Both of them were used. So, but it is the melee racks down, which at this point isn't as much of a deal as it would have been 20 minutes ago. But it's still a racks down, and it's still 2 lanes that are on opposite sides pushing into your base now.
Oh, Veiled Rock gank from Complexity, trying to make a play. Ooh, double damage route as well. This has potential.
They want it. They want this fight so badly.
They're going to scout out a couple of heroes. Will they be able to get any? I mean, look at Mint, though. They're playing this so safe right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Samurai even ultimates just to check to see where the hell
It'd be really
they're
awkward to just see 5 illusions spawn on top
yeah,
of
it's
each
like,
other.
wait, what?
Where is everyone?
Something's not right here. So, yeah, they're not going to get the jump, unfortunately, is Complexity. And Madman falls back before he gets caught by Probust there. So, get away and kind of reset things. So, but, yeah, that double damage room, not going to be used in the end. At least for a big fight breaking out. Getting all these Facebook messages here.
Yeah, that feels obnoxious.
Yeah.
They just keep coming in, their phone doesn't stop.
My wife keeps on messaging me. All right. Enough of that. Okay, anyways.
Wi-Fi girl. Alright.
So the control continues, though. 19-4-9, by the way, by Sandwraith. Just noticing that, too. 0-4-20 from, not more, Empath.
Funny. Yeah.
People are going to love that. So Sandwraith is just taking over the Legion jungle, really, at this point. He did buy the Frost of Skull, so that idea of, survivability and also assisting some damage presence here. Seems like a solid choice. Wow, Savage Mace purchased by Madman. So he's hitting hard. He's definitely hitting really hard.
What did he drop for that?
Did he? What would he have dropped? Rune Cleaver? Does he have that anymore? Yes, he does.
No, still has it. There was an
Nullstone.
item in
Nullstone.
Nullstone.
That's
Okay.
right.
Good choice. Savage Mace needed.
Yeah.
Now we can actually sit on. Now they can try to go for the instant kill on Sander. Now they can, if they can catch him, have a real shot at killing him.
I like that. It's like he gets rid of the Nullstone. This late, it's like finally they have a chance now.
I didn't even want him to get the Nullstone originally.
Yeah.
But it did save him a couple times, so
It did, yeah.
it did end up being worth its investment. But this is where Mint's gonna start controlling the whole map, start farming their whole jungle out, and just basically wait for Kong, which is what 4 minutes out. So
Well, we got Complexity again, just playing the whole turtle mode here. The idea that they just got to sit in their base and take the creep waves as they come, and hope that they can win a fight at their base, basically. Look at the gold starting to really saved up here, more so on the Hellborn side. I mean, 5,000, 5,200, 4,200. You got nearly 20,000 gold across the board here. Only 18,000 or so on the Hellborn side alone, so a lot of potential bigger and better items to come. Sandwraith, he's in that spot of, well, what can he do, I guess? Not a whole lot. I guess he could get rid of the staff if he feels like that's not really maybe accomplishing a lot, but it is, though. It's so good, so I don't think you'd do that.
it allows them to get those jumps.
Yeah. I was thinking that for maybe more combat focused, but yeah, I think that's just too good. So maybe he is really full inventory. I guess the Mock, but even that, like, why would you get rid of so much damage just to get another damage item?
Yeah, and the Mock still does its job of stopping portal keys.
Yeah. Well, we'll see here in the future what different guy. Yeah, that's right, different guy, the one playing Sandwraith, remember? Robusk on Tundra here.
Sign of things to come. I also just thought about it. What if different guy and Slosky aren't the most comfortable on Tundra? Because I've really never seen them play. I just because I thought I said it earlier that maybe it was the mid lane mismatch last game, but maybe it's just because he's comfortable on Tundra and they're not.
That's that could be another very likely possibility. You're right.
I'm just throwing out possibilities all day. That's all I got.
Simple as that, but no, I like the idea of drama though. There was drama in the team. He told him, "No, I'm gonna play this role."
Different guy, you did awful. It's my turn.
Yeah. No, yeah, that actually does make a little more sense then. So that is the case here. Now, I think Parasite might have misclicked. Yeah, he actually does go to Sheepstick. He got a Spell Sunder initially. And
Mock Sunder Breaky, come on.
yeah.
That's
If
the
Santa
dream
Rip wants
items.
it. Yeah, sure. Sell the staff, get a Spell Sunder. Oh, there goes more our Empath. See more Empath
Oh.
inside. Santa He actually processed cool before he poured it in. Anyways, he goes in right here. Madman filling the burst. Madman is going to. Yes, he goes down. And with no buyback, that's a huge opening for Mint now. Warby's in the background trying to break through the barriers here. It's not going to be enough, though. He has to fund back. That should do it. Quad kill for Different Guy. GG, well played. And Fresh will defeat Complexity 2-1 here in this best-of-3 series. So it'll be Fresh moving on to the winner bracket finals. Complexity will be bounced down to the losers bracket, where they will be taking on Reason Gaming tomorrow here. So definitely a little bit, well, an exciting series as we all expected, really. But again, Fresh really working off of this momentum they've had as of late. And they advance on in the winner's bracket. So again, the point is Complexity is still alive, but it just got a little more difficult now.